at first about number, okay, the number type. Then second, we are going to discuss about the string type, okay, let's make it correct. Then the third, we are going to discuss about Boolean. I prefer you to learn TypeScript if you already know JavaScript. And also a new server-side JavaScript is released, which is called the Dino. Okay, so Dino actually support TypeScript without compilation. Hello guys, welcome to this video. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the TypeScript. Okay, and this video is the first video in my TypeScript playlist, so I am planning to make a whole playlist of TypeScript, so please subscribe and like the video if you like it. Okay, so first, TypeScript. Why TypeScript? TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript, and TypeScript gives us the flexibility of explicitly defined types. Okay, so the question in your mind is, how does it helpful for us? Actually, when you use TypeScript in your project, then the magnitude of the error become less. It means that you can do less error than usual. So it become very helpful to use TypeScript instead of JavaScript in 2020. And if you are a JavaScript developer already, you know that the many of the JavaScript libraries are now support TypeScript, right? Like the React, Vue, Angular, etc. And also a new server-side JavaScript is released, which is called the Dino. Okay, so Dino actually support TypeScript without compilation. So I think that the future of the TypeScript is very big, and I prefer you to learn TypeScript if you already know JavaScript. It saves a lot of time debugging your code. If you're interested, then please follow along and make sure to watch the video till the end. Also, if you like it, then please hit the like button. It gives me some inspirational feelings, okay? And also make sure to subscribe if you want to get further notification. So what we are going to learn in this video? Actually, in this video, we are going to learn the three basic or primitive types in a TypeScript, okay? The first is the number, the second is the string, and third is the boolean. Okay, these are the very basic types, and as this is the starting video in this playlist, so I think that I should go first from the basic. Okay, so at first, how you can use TypeScript in your code editor or in your project? At first, you have to download the TypeScript. One thing I want to be very clear about that TypeScript is not supported by the browsers. Okay, so at first we have to compile it to JavaScript. So we need a compiler so that we can compile it. Okay, so in this home page of the TypeScript, you can see that it reads about the TypeScript 3.9 is available, and we can get the latest version today. To install the TypeScript, just click on the get, and then this page open, and you can install it with npm. If you don't know what is npm, then to use it, at first you have to use node.js. Okay, at first you have to use the node.js package. Okay, and the npm is the node package manager. If you install node, then npm is installed with it, and then you can just write this code in your terminal. If you are a Linux and macOS user, you can also write sudo before it, and if you're a Windows user, you can open the command prompt with the administration permission. Then you can just install it, and after install it, if you create a TypeScript file named hello-world.ts, and you can just run a command like tsc hello-world.ts, then this TypeScript file converted into the JavaScript. So much of the knowledge and blah blah, then let's start it. So that's it, and let's do some practical. Okay, practical is very important in this developer world. So now let's go to our code editor, and in my code editor, let's make the font bigger so that you can see it properly. So here I have one file called index.html, and there's nothing fancy about this. It's only contained a h1 tag with a hello. Okay, if we run it with a plugin that is means available in the VS Code, is called the live server. Okay, I have installed it. This is the plugin called live server, and also you have to install ESLint so that the linting is possible with the TypeScript and also as the JavaScript. Okay, so at first let's create our TypeScript file. Let's name it as the app.ts. Okay, it's very easy. And here in the TypeScript file, you can write your default JavaScript, okay? Because TypeScript, a superset, means it contains all the JavaScript and some features that is yes available, but it's not very easy to implement. The TypeScript make it very much easy. So you can write any JavaScript in the TypeScript file, but some more. Okay, so some TypeScript only thing you can do in the TypeScript but not in JavaScript. So here in this section we are going to discuss at first about number, okay, the number type. Then second we are going to discuss about the string type. Okay, let's make it correct. Then the third we are going to discuss about Boolean. Okay, so when we defined a variable in the JavaScript, then we use let const over keyword with the variable name. We can also write this that type of JavaScript in this file. Let's define a number. Okay, means my age. Okay, let's make my age equal to 10. Okay, and here our code editor don't give any error. It means that it is okay, and it's okay. So the real magic starts from here. When we hover over in the variable name, that we can see that it says about that this my age is a number. It means that TypeScript can automatically know the type of a variable. Okay, it's very smart actually. So here my age is 10. Okay, if in the JavaScript we can assign any number or any string at the later point of time, but in TypeScript, if I just assign any string here, okay, let's assign it a string called name, then it gives us error. And if you see that error, then it says that the type name is not assignable to type number. It means that it just detect that this is a string, but here at first we assigned a number, so TypeScript think that this might only contain only one type. This is number, not a string, so it gives us an error. If we assign a 20, then yeah, the error is gone. Okay, here as we assigned this variable, so TypeScript know that what type of this variable will be. So in the JavaScript, we first declare a variable sometime without assigning it. So in that case, let's see what will happen. Let's type a constant called is, and that's it. And if we see the editor gives us an error, and the error is that the constant declaration must be initialized. Okay, and even if we give a let here, then also it gives us some error that this value has a type of any. Okay, any is another type in the TypeScript, but it says that variable age implicitly has any type, but a better type may be inferred from uses. Okay, it means that basically it needs a type to be declared. Okay, for that, just type a semicolon here and write a number. Okay, it means that this age variable only assigned with the number. Okay, if we assign with a string, then it gives us error. Like, let's see an example. If we type age equal to 10, then it's completely fine. Or if we write a subscribe, okay, if you have forgot, then please subscribe now. Then we see that the age, it gives us an error. Okay, so it is very, I think that it is very clear in your mind the what is a type and how TypeScript helps us not to do any type related error in our code. Okay, and this is a number and a string type. If we change this type to string, okay, if we change type to string, then the error is gone, because age can means take a string. Okay, so let's talk about the boolean. Okay, boolean is another type, another basic type of the TypeScript. Let's say that let is open is a type of boolean. Okay, so if we means gives it a value true, then it's completely okay, because is open actually want a boolean because we explicitly define it. Okay, so you think that how can it help us? How can TypeScript help us over JavaScript? Let's see an example with, and we create a function with it. Okay, let's comment it out. Let's comment this whole thing. Okay, now we create a basic function. Okay, the function name is add. Okay, it just add to incoming value. Okay, it take two number 1 and number 2, and it just console log the addition of the two number. Okay, it is very easy, right? Let's see some TypeScript magic. Okay, number 2. Okay, now if we just write add 1 2, then we should get 3. Okay, to run this script, just open this terminal, the integrated terminal of the VS Code, and then write tsc, the file name is app.ts. Just write it and run this command, and then you can see a JavaScript file is compiled out. Okay, and just link this JavaScript file in our HTML file, and if we open this in our browser, then you can see in our console. Okay, where is our console? Okay, it gives us a 3. Okay, if we reload it, we give a 3. Now the problem starts from here. This is just the beginning. Okay, let's change the function name, and here if we write a string, okay, then let's see what will happen, because according to the theory, if we create that type of function to addition something, we don't want that a string and a number should add. Okay, it can gives us a really horrific error at the compilation time if we use only JavaScript console. That, yeah, it gives us hello too, but according to us, we don't want that as add function add the string or number. It's horrific. Okay, so it can give us many error in if we work in a big project with many developers. Okay, because not every developer know every type of a variable or a function. Okay, so here in TypeScript, what we can do, just give it a type. Okay, how can we give a type? Just write a semicolon here and write this should be a number. Without it, the function gives us an error. And yeah, the two input should be a number. It must be a number. Without that, the function don't run. Okay, so here when we give this a type, then this hello string gives us an error. If we hover over it, then we can get the argument type hello is not assignable to the parameter of the type number because this is a string. Thus, TypeScript can save us with a lot of error. Okay, we just can't imagine how helpful it is. Okay, if we write 5 here, and then yeah, it is good because 5 is an integer, 5 is a number, and it only requires a number in this first place. Then again, if we compile it, then voila, as we expected, it gives us 7. In our browser, if we can see that it is a 7. So in this video, you know how to assign a type in the variables, how TypeScript helps us to get rid of a whole lot of type error in our code. Okay, so this is the first video. If you are with me, I really thank you. Okay, I'm really grateful that you are with me so long. Okay, and if you like my video, then please hit the like button and please hit the subscribe so you can get the notification of the next video. Okay, so this is it. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Okay.